Good morning, students. Today we will study about the two very important aspects related to the biodiversity and conservation. That is, why we need to conserve the biodiversity and how we need to conserve the biodiversity. So, first of all, we'll go through the reasons for the conservation of biodiversity. They are classified into following three categories. So the reasons for the biodiversity conservation are classified under three different categories, that is narrow utilitarian view, broad utilitarian view and the ethical view. So these are the three reasons broadly why we need to conserve the biodiversity. First one under this process is narrow utilitarian argument or narrow utilitarian view. Human beings derive direct economic benefit from nature, like food, firewood, fiber, construction material, industrial products such as resin, gum, dyes, and tannin, and of course the medicinal important products. More than 25% of the drugs are derived from the plants, and about 25,000 species of the plants are used by native people as traditional medicine. So these are the narrow utilitarian reasons why we need to conserve the biodiversity. Another is broadly utilitarian view. Biodiversity play a major role in maintaining and sustaining the supply of goods and services from various species as well as ecological system. The different ecological services provided by the biodiversity are: Amazon forest is estimated to contribute 20% of the total oxygen in the atmosphere on Earth. Ecosystem provides pollinator like bees, bumblebees, birds, bats, which pollinate plants to form fruit and seed. Third is the aesthetic pleasure like bird watching, spring flowers in full bloom, walking through the thick forest, waking up to a bulbul song, etc. are some other benefits of the ecosystem. Third and very important is the ethical reasons why we need to conserve the biodiversity. There are thousands of plants, animal and microbe on this earth which are not useless. Everyone has some intrinsic value, even if it is not of any economic value to us. It is therefore our moral duty to ensure well-being of all the living creatures for the utilization of future generation. So these are broadly the three different reasons why we need to conserve the biodiversity. Conservation of biodiversity. Biodiversity can be conserved by protecting its whole ecosystem. There are two basic approaches for conservation of biodiversity, that is in situ conservation and ex situ conservation. In situ conservation is the approach which involves the protection of species in their natural habitat, whereas ex situ conservation is the approach which involves placing the threatened animal and plant species in a special care unit for their protection. Example of in situ conservation are biodiversity reserve, national park, wildlife sanctuary, sacred grove, etc. And the example of ex situ conservation are zoological park, botanical garden and wildlife safaris. In situ conservation can also be done by making the biodiversity hotspot, protected area, Ramsar sites and the sacred groves. Biodiversity hotspots are the region of high level of species richness and high degree of endemism. Endemic species are the species which are confined only in a limited region. There are 34 hotspots in the world. In India, the three hotspots are Western Ghat and Sri Lanka, Indo-Burma and Himalaya. These reduces mass extinction by 30%. Next is the protected area. India has 14 biosphere reserve, 90 national park and 448 wildlife sanctuary. Jim Corbett Park was the first to be established in India. Third is Ramsar sites. These sites are the wetlands which are considered to be of international importance. Ramsar Convention is an international treaty for the conservation and sustainable utilization of wetlands. There are 26 Ramsar sites in India. Some of these are Sambar Lake, Rudrasagar Lake, Chilika Lake, and Bhita Kanika wetland, etc. Last is the Sacred Grove. These are the forest patches set aside for worship. All the trees and wildlife within these area are given total protection by the tribal people. Large number of rare and threatened plants can be found in these regions. Ex situ conservation is the approach of placing the threatened animal into a different places. India has 35 botanical gardens, 275 zoological park where animals which have become extinct in wild are maintained. By using cryopreservation technique, sperms, egg, animal cell, tissues and embryo can be stored for long period of time in gene banks and seed banks, etc. Plants are propagated in vitro using tissue culture method, which is also known as micropropagation. Last topic of this chapter is Convention on Biodiversity. The Earth Summit was held in Rio de Janeiro in 1992, which called upon all nations to take appropriate measure for conservation of biodiversity and sustainable utilization of its benefit. The World Summit on Sustainable Development was held in Johannesburg, South Africa in 2002, in which 190 countries pledged to reduce the current rate of biodiversity loss at global, regional and local level by 2010.